Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm showing you 3 super cute DIY Easter decor ideas using mostly items from Dollar Tree. So stick around so you can see how I put these together, and then if you stay till the end I am going to show you how I put this all together and style this on a little entryway table. I'd love to have you subscribe and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. So for today's project, I'm going to be using these jars I picked up from Dollar Tree, and I wanted to make these really cute speckled little robin eggs. So first of all, I'm just going to give them some little Easter color. So I'm using this agave color in the Waverly chalk paint, as well as the green celery color. And I ended up giving these 2 thick coats so that it would cover all of the little brush strokes.
So small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go, spend my coin for sure.
So I know the last time that I painted jars on my channel I talked about how you might need to coat these because they did scratch off easy, and as soon as this dries it does scratch really easy, but if you let this chalk paint like cure or let it set overnight, the next day they seem so much more durable, and I couldn't even get mine to scratch off. So I think it just takes some time maybe for the paint to cure or set overnight. To give it the little black speckledy look like on the eggs, I'm just dipping a toothbrush in some acrylic black paint. I purposely used the acrylic paint because it was a lot thinner than using black chalk paint, because I wanted the paint to splatter onto the jars to make it look more like the natural speckled look.
I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else.
I just pick up large packages of toothbrushes from the Dollar Tree because I do use them when I'm crafting sometimes, or you could use an older toothbrush that you had, or you could just use a paintbrush that had the harder bristles, and this would work just as well.
Now, I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes.
This was kind of messy, and I did get the black paint all over my hands, so if you didn't want that, you could definitely wear a pair of gloves.
Feel alive. It's just what I do.
I absolutely love the color of the blue jar, but I think after it was finished I really like the green one the best, just because I think that the black speckles show up a lot better and it blends in more of like a neutral farmhouse decor, but yet it still has a little touch for spring. So I did really like the way that it turned out.
When I'm out, so try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at this.
After these jars were 100% dry, I ended up wrapping the tops with some of my jute string, and I like to pick up my large rolls of jute string just from Walmart. You can also order them online, just because you get a ton more than if you did go to Dollar Tree.
Beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at the beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, no.
And just because I'm obsessed with adding bows to everything, I made a couple little jute string bows just by wrapping the string around my fingers about 6 or 7 times and then tying it with another small piece of jute string around the center. I double knotted that, and it makes the perfect little jute string bow.
Nothing can break me.
And then you definitely could just add white flowers if you wanted more of a natural look. I still do love these little greenery bouquets from Dollar Tree with the purple flowers. They are subtle, but they still add pops of color into my decor, so I still really do enjoy using them. I always get annoyed removing all the tags off of my floral, but I thought they looked so pretty after I got them into the jar and then I rearranged them.
Beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my trouble.
I really like how these jars turned out, and I'm showing you how I paired this with just a already made Dollar Tree sign, as well as some of the Dollar Tree eggs and a little bunny I already had, but I also think these look really cute mixed in with your farmhouse decor, and it adds just a little pop of color for spring. So one of my favorite things to make from Dollar Tree are these little elevated trays, and I've made them on a few different occasions, and they've all been different using different plates or different stands. For this Easter one, I'm going to be using this little cake platter, and it's just a beautiful little clear plastic plate that has such nice little details around the edges, and I'm going to cover this with a couple coats of my Waverly chalk paint in white. And then I wanted to paint a stand that was coordinating with the top, so I chose this little candle holder, and it's got like this thick base, so it gives it a completely different look. I like to mix it up from just using the normal glass candlestick holders that we all use on absolutely every single project, but I still do enjoy using those. This just happened coincidentally that it fit perfect inside that little ring, so I knew exactly where to apply my hot glue. I did end up just using hot glue because it worked for me, but I do recommend adding some E6000 into that if you do want this to last for a long time. So I was ready to decorate this, and I added some of this beautiful green grass that Dollar Tree has out right now in their spring decor, and I just thought it is so realistic looking. I did end up having to remove a chunk from this package so it would lay a little more flat and I would be able to add decorations onto the top. So I picked up my white little bunny with the lace on there from Dollar General, and he was only $3.50, but you definitely could use something from Dollar Tree. They also have little ceramic bunnies out right now for Easter, so you definitely could get by a little bit cheaper, but I thought this would just add so much to the look of it. I'm also going to be using these little speckled eggs that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I had to go to like 3 or 4 different Dollar Trees to find these. I was going to order it, and I could have done that. They shipped to the store for free, but I ended up just traveling anyway, so I just looked for these down the road, and I was so excited to purchase these, and I've been using them on everything. This did look a little bit messy until I took my scissors and I went around and kind of trimmed up the excess grass that was hanging over the edges. I think this is like the most super simple little DIY, just putting these items together, but I think it turned out so pretty, and I'm so excited with how it looks on my little entryway table. So my Dollar Tree had a ton of these Easter welcome egg signs, and I just wasn't really crazy over all the glitter and how the front looked, so I just thought that I would redesign this to be an egg still, but in a cuter way. So I ended up just giving this a really light coat of the white chalk paint, and yes, I intentionally want you to be able to see my brush strokes because I want this to look a little bit rustic. I do have a lot of the lavender color going on this spring, so I love this lavender color in the chalk paint. I completely forgot to shake it up. I usually just forget, but I hadn't used this one in a long time, so I guess it separated, but it came out super dark, so after I shook it up like I was supposed to, it ended up coming out this beautiful light lavender color, and it kind of has this gray undertone, and I just love how it looks after it dries.
Hello, how'd you do? I'm not broken, I'm just split.
Although I do love all the elegant decor, I do want it to look a tad bit whimsical and more like Easter. So I'm using this 1 1/4 inch little round sponge. I picked these up in a pack from Walmart. They're very inexpensive and they're very nice to have on hand. I use them on a ton of projects, but I was able just to add some little polka dots to the white part of this egg.
Hope you're fine and got time to do.
I found that the best technique is just to dip it in paint and then kind of get the excess off I did my paper plate, but on your excess paper or anything, scrap paper, and then twist it before I raise it up so it gives it that perfect circle.
Everything.
After it had dried, I wanted to add in some burlap, so I'm just taking some of my Dollar Tree ribbon and I'm cutting it down to size. I did want this to hang over the edges so I could wrap it around and glue it down on the back.
You said you would. Frames of the past and the memory of you just come running by. Pictures of sunny days with your smile and the bar.
Also from Dollar Tree, I picked up these little wooden flowers. I think you get a pack of 10. I'm not sure. I just threw that number out there. But you get a small pack of them. And then I already had these little burlap roses on hand. But I thought this would be so cute layered on top of each other like that and add some different colors. So I decided I want a little bit of a blush pink. I couldn't find my ballet slipper pink chalk paint at the moment. So I thought that I would mix a tiny bit into the white. It turns out I needed a lot more to get this chalk paint to color into the light pink. I was a little nervous because all I had was more of like this neon pink, but it did mix in really nicely.
How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come?
After my flower had dried, I did take a little piece of sandpaper. I always buy these pre-cut sandpaper packs in the tool section at Walmart, and they are to be purchased to go onto your hand sander, but I just like them a lot better than the big sheets. And then I'm just hot gluing down my pink flower and then hot gluing on top my little burlap flower.
Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made?
I wanted the little polka dots to just pop off of the egg, so I gave them a little bit of a highlight with a little paint marker. And I think refinishing it like this just gives it so much more character, and it ties it into my farmhouse, yet gives it more of that subtle spring look that I'm going for, yet I still can pair it with some bright flowers and not have all that tacky glitter. So like I said, I did want to show you how I put all this together on my little 3-shelved entryway table. I picked this up from Ross. It was around $100 I think last year, but I put all the things that I made today, and I picked up that tobacco basket from Walmart. It was in their spring Easter collection, and it was around $8, maybe almost $9, but I love the finish of it. And then this little Our Nest came from Big Lots. It was around $6. I put my little egg under here. You can definitely hang those on the wall if you wanted to. There is my eggs that I searched for forever. I know I have a lot of eggs going on this table, but I think I'll definitely rearrange it some more. That little plant came from TJ Maxx for around $7.99 I think. That sign is from Dollar Tree. I have this beautiful little woven basket, is also from TJ Maxx. It was around $14.99, and it just has my extra K-cups that I don't have room for in my drawer or my coffee bar, and then the little girl's boots. This kind of is our little entryway table, so I just stuck them under there, and then I thought they fit perfect in with my cute little spring decor. So let me know in the comments below what you're making for your spring decor. And I hope you enjoyed all these projects. Like I say, I love the little speckled jars and the bunny, and these were so simple to make. I guess the most challenging one was the egg that I painted, and that still was very fun and very relaxing to have a nice little craft day at home. So thank you all so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up, and I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Bye!